Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, this is Bruce Marshall from Simpler Trading with the nightly video update for December the 2nd, 2020. I can't believe the year is almost over. As we get ready to go into the last month of the year, we've got a lot of things happening, and we can go either way, obviously. But I want to go through the charts, start with the indexes, and kind of look and see where we are on the S&P. We'll look at some other things and just kind of try to figure out what we've got going on. Today, this is today's action here. We started out kind of, a little bit lower. I was watching the futures last night. We're a little bit lower. And then just kind of made our way up here. Big bounce here. This is on, there's more stimulus news, the potential for a new stimulus package, and then we rallied into the close here. So we just continue to be, up and away. We ended up closing on the day up about 9 points, but it was a pretty good swing from the low down here, as you can see. So that's about, 30 points, kind of roughly. Pretty good move, and that's what we're seeing a lot lately. We are seeing on an intraday basis, these kind of big swings here, just big moves across the board. This is overnight futures, but again, it's like that all day, every day. So the days of kind of quiet and calm, are not here right now. So this is the ES. Let's go back 5 days, take a look, and as you can see, again, pretty tremendous moves in both directions. You see this, and you guys know I love the voodoo lines here. You see this skyline here? Came up, touched that skyline, all the way back down to snow line, kind of took it out. We did take it out a little bit there, bounced back up and failed again, and then just ripped all the way back up here to the next skyline up here. What is that? 60, well, from down here, 77 points roughly, kind of. Anyway, big moves, and that's only in the last 5 days. So again, you guys know I like to start on small time frames and work my way out. If we look at, got a 10-day, 30-minute chart here. Again, you can see the swings that we were just looking at here. That looks pretty small compared to where we were here to here. Down here at 35, 42, you see the skyline there. And again, lots of erratic, just big chop, big swings intraday, overnight, big swings everywhere. We've got a lot going on. But let's go out here even on a little bit further time frame, and I'll show you what I'm looking at here. This is a 1-year chart. Let me take these skylines off here real quick. Give me just a second. I'm going to take them off on the weekly, or on the daily, I'm sorry, here. And as you can see, this it helps you get a better view of what's going on. Again, I'm a big fan of the voodoo lines here. So this is our snow line right here. We're just racing right into it, right? We chopped around this one. Remember this big spike, and we thought that was just crazy, and pulled back a little bit, and now we're just right back up to to that level. You see those two, the double tap on the snow line down there at 32.48. Again, this is ES, not SPX. But again, if you look at this especially, let me switch gears and put you on the same chart, but we'll go to the grab candles and the wave and Darvis box, and this is even a little more telling here. So if we look at this, on any, by any standard, if you look at this, that's nothing but bullish. Propulsion dots all pointing skywards. We're taking this out. As they say, nothing but net on the upside. Let's look at the SPX. It's a little more obvious on the SPX here. As you can see, look at this. We have all propulsion dots are heading skyward. We've taken out the upper Darvas box here and closed above it. So basically when that happens, this becomes support, generally speaking. Again, there's nothing bearish here, right? Now, all that being said, I am positioned higher into the end of the year. I've got, several things off the end of the year, but that does not mean that I'm just all in, back up the truck and all that kind of stuff, because as we can know, right now we're trading on, well, a lot of things. We got, hope for a new stimulus package and all that, but we've also at the same time have pandemic getting worse, more cases, potential shutdowns all over the world, that kind of thing. And uncertainty about the election. We still don't know what's going to happen there and all that. So, don't get too comfortable putting all the chips on the bullish side. Have something either hedging on the downside or, just trade light. And that's what, I've been trading light. I'm still trading and still, working fine. But just be aware that we could flush back down here. There's a 34 EMA, and we were there not that long ago down here. As always, especially going into the end of the year, you're in the last month of the year, be tight on the stops. And, again, I am looking for higher. If we do get a flush down, even if it's a small one, I will be a buyer, not a seller, depending on what the news is that causes the flush down. But we could have very easily could have a pullback just based on a little, we're stretched a little, we could pull back. Just to catch our breath to run higher into the end of the year. We have Santa Claus rally and all that kind of stuff that typically happens, but this is not a typical year by any stretch. But you always want to ride the trend, and the trend is higher. So that's the way I'm playing it for now. I'm long Amazon, I'm long Microsoft, some of the other big names that have yet to participate here in a meaningful way. Let's look at Amazon real quick and I'll show you. We're just kind of chopping here. I think we go higher probably in Amazon, Microsoft as well, and some of the other names. So, look for those. There's been a sector rotation out of these to some extent. So just be aware. I think we make a bounce. We do have earnings coming up again after the, into January, into the end of January, I should say, and in February. So again, if we get a pullback, I will likely be looking to be a buyer. Now let me real quick 10 seconds as we look out further in time, say over the next 6 months, I'm thinking that depending on if the pandemic gets worse, crisis gets worse, we do have a real serious shutdown, that type thing, I'm going to be taking the other side and looking for to do some shorting or get ready for potential larger pullback here. Again, I was talking about this in the main room today. I'm not talking about in 6 weeks. I'm talking about in 6 months. Yeah. So we're not worried about that right now, but it is coming up on the horizon that I'm looking for. So that's what I got for you guys. Hope this helps. Trade light. Be careful into the end of the year. We could get whipsawed pretty quickly, but I am looking higher. So thanks for the time, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.